isn't it? What more can you tell us about this intervention?
Good morning, Sean. Yes, absolutely fascinating this. The claims have been published in a memoir which is due to come out on the 10th of October. Mr. Johnson's memoir called Unleashed, and there are extracts which are published in the Mail today. Now, we understand that in January 2020, both Buckingham Palace and Number 10 Downing Street spoke to Mr. Johnson and said he might be able to convince Prince Harry to stay in the UK rather than leaving his royal duties. Now, we understand that the meeting between Boris Johnson and Prince Harry took place at the Docklands in London at a UK-Africa investment summit. And the former Prime Minister writes, there was a ridiculous business where they made me try to persuade Harry to stay, kind of manly pep talk, totally hopeless. Now, we know that this meeting took around 20 minutes and apparently there were no aides. This was in private. But the following day, Prince Harry did fly out to Canada to be with his wife Meghan and their son Archie. And of course, the rest is history. Royal experts think that this happened following a fraught meeting between Prince Harry and his grandmother, the Queen, his father, Charles, and of course his older brother William at Sandringham.
Summit, there was a lot of bad blood that Harry took away from that, and less than a week later somebody tapped the Prime Minister on the shoulder and said, well, actually, look, could you please just try and see if you can rope Harry into staying? So whoever that was not only thought that it was a possibility, but cared so much about trying to get Harry and Meghan to stay in Britain that they were willing to potentially put the Prime Minister's reputation on the line.
So Boris Johnson wrote a book, Unleashed, and on his new book, Boris Johnson, former Prime Minister of UK, wrote that he was trying to convince Prince Harry to stay. But I think the problem is the royal family not welcoming Meghan, and Prince Harry took it really personally. And then the Simon case, problem, that he helps to push Harry out, and then the royal family siding with Simon case, either Simon case or Jason smear campaign about Meghan, calling Meghan that dictator, and let's see here, so calling Duchess Meghan a dictator, and also smear campaign talking about negative news day in, day out, all year round since Meghan arrived in England, and with the blessing of Prince William. And it doesn't matter because Prince William doesn't want Harry to stay. Doesn't matter what Boris Johnson is trying to do. The family is more important to Harry, not Boris Johnson. And William wants Harry out, and also his people, Simon Case, Jason Nuff, and then Dan Wooden, wrote a bad thing about Harry, and smear campaign about Meghan, and still going right now. Dan Wooden just keep talking about Meghan. It's like portraying Meghan as an evil and mean, bully, but they're all talking. There is no proof. They said Meghan harassing Simon Case or Jason Nuff, 5 a.m. email, and Meghan published her email is 6 o'clock, trying to ask him to help her mother, and Meghan is new instead of helping, and smear campaign totally, continually up until today, since 2016, since Prince Harry met Meghan. And they also, Meghan said she was suicidal, but continue smear campaign, and William, and said investigating a bullying charge against Meghan. I mean, why would anybody staying in that kind of environment unhealthy? And I'm glad Harry and Meghan out and their family, and they are now flourishing Look at them. They're in New York City and doing his charity campaign and Travelers, Hello Trust, Diana Award, Santa Bali, and very successful. I guarantee if he was staying in England, he's not going to be as successful as he is now, in my opinion, because William and Kate is the obstacles of them being successful. That's what I think.